Welcome back, everyone, to episode 34 of CO Sports Talk. And sorry, this one was a little later than usual. It'll probably be uploaded early Tuesday morning, like really early midnight around. Um, and we apologize for that, a little off schedule. But if you saw our Instagram story, um, I didn't have my priorities straight, and I was at a concert instead of CO Sports
What
Talk.
a bozo.
That's my bad. Um, but we're here per usual because we can't end our weekly streak. So today will be a short and sweet one, because it is a Monday night, so we do have schoolwork to do. So yeah, let's get this one going. We got a lot of NFL stuff to talk about. All right, we're gonna dive into our week 3 takeaways now that all the games have wrapped up. Me and Casey both have 3 each, and so yeah, let's get right into it. All right, my first takeaway has to do with the best division of football, and that's the NFC West. And the team that I believe is the best team in that division and the best team in all of football so far through 3 weeks, and that's the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, the addition of Matt Stafford has really just propelled this team, an already good team with Jared Goff, but adding, a borderline top 10 quarterback in Matt Stafford has really elevated this team. Great run game. We didn't know how this run game would be with Cam Akers out, but Daryl Henderson Jr. has been great. Sony Michel, great addition from New England. And this defense, as we knew, is phenomenal. So this team is really, really good as they just beat the defending Super Bowl champs, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tom Brady. And Tom Brady's first ever start in LA, believe it or not, in
Wow.
his 20-year career.
That is
Um,
weird.
I guess
I
because
guess
there's no
two new
football team for a
teams.
while.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my first takeaway. Go ahead.
All right. My first takeaway is number one, you're a bozo if you took CMC if the first pick of your fantasy draft. Blah, blah, blah. If it's PPR. By the way, I'm in 4 leagues. Our league, Oliver, that we've done for 7 years isn't PPR. I must say, PPR is growing on me in
Very
other
grown. It's
leagues.
grown on me a lot.
I low key mess with it, like the reception stuff. It's
I
kind of
like
fun.
it better now.
I may ask my brother, who's our commissioner, to change it to PPR next year.
Facts.
And it's more high scoring. It's kind of fun. But yeah, yeah, you're low key a bozo if you took CMC at 1 because once again he's made of glass and he's hurt already. We'll probably see him out for 8 weeks. He'll come back. He'll re-hurt whatever has hurt, and he'll be gone for the year. We saw him play Stanford teammate. I don't think they were teammates ever, but both went to Stanford. Davis Mills. Panthers won. Panthers are legit. That's kind of a takeaway with it. Panthers are really legit. They are good. Shout out Sam Darnold. But yeah,
Yeah, but
CMC,
again,
you're a bozo.
not sure about. I mean, not sure about their strength of schedule. I mean, they played the Jets and Texans, who are 2 bottom 3 teams probably in the league, but the Saints was a good win because the Saints have had 2 good wins so far in the season. So that was a good win. So we'll see. I think they got to prove themselves a little more, but I think the Panthers are good. And yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
CMC has continued to catch the injury bug.
Yeah, you took CMC at 1. My
I
my
did.
friend
I have him
Mitchell.
in 2 leagues, so it sucks.
Mitchell took CMC at 1. He's a bozo. I mean, you're just a bozo if you took CMC
Bozo.
at 1.
My second take, Bengals have a serious shot at a wild card spot. And Casey called this in the beginning. Give all credit to Casey here. I thought the Bengals would be awful this year. They took Jamar Chase over Penei Sewell, and everyone was clowning for this take, and it seemed to be paying off. I mean, I think he has 4 touchdowns through 3 games. I mean, the kid is just insane. They won week 1 versus Vikings, lost their week 2 matchup, and then beat the Steelers. I mean, Bengals haven't beat the Steelers in years, it feels like. But this Bengals team's pretty good. I mean, this offense is great. This defense is better than expected. So I think Bengals should be in consideration for a wild card spot. I mean, they're sitting at 2-1 with 2 tough games under the belt. At least, I mean, 3 tough games under the belt.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta agree with you there. Shout out the Bengals. Shout out my takes. Jamar Chase. I even said it was a bad pick, but Loki looking like a good pick. Him and Burrow have just looked great so far. I think
But yeah, but losing
Jamar
to
Chase.
Bears is a little concerning.
What's that?
Losing to the Bears was a little concerning.
Yeah, it was. The Bears have been really weird this year so far. But yeah, you are right about that. But no, I mean, actually Burrow hasn't even looked that good. He threw a couple of bad picks last game, but still, yeah, just
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, I think he was fooling us in the preseason because he looks really good. And that kind of ties into my second takeaway from here from week 3, that Mixon is a top 3 running back in the league, whether you want to admit it or not. I mean, holy crap. Number 1, Derrick Henry. Number 2, Aaron Jones. Number 3, Joe Mixon. And that, I mean, come on. Joe Mixon and probably 4 Kamara. Mixon has been so productive. Week 1, 2 touchdowns, like over 100 yards. Week 2, solid, like 75 yards. Week 3, 80 yards. I mean, what a back he's been. I think he's second or third in the league in rushing. Shows he's a top 3 back. I mean, Mixon, what a man he is. I mean, not what a man, but
Not quite.
what a player he is. I mean, the guy has been amazing this year so far. It's a little bit of a 3-headed monster going down in Cincinnati with Joe Burrow, him, and Chase. Add T. Higgins to the mix, make it 4. Add TJ Usamazade in the mix, the tight end.
Uzamoa? I don't know. I don't even know.
Add Irwin to the mix, make it 5. I mean, and then not to mention they got Jesse Bates at D. But yeah, that ties in with yours.
Yeah, I don't agree, but I think Joe Mixon, if he stays healthy, is a great running back. My third and final take is relates to my Patriots, and that is the Patriots have a top 5 defense, but a bottom 10 offense in the league. And boy, have I been impressed with this defense and their ability to take the ball away, and ability to get crucial stops, especially against the Jets. I mean, on all 3 games, to be honest. They played a little worse against the Saints and didn't show up when it mattered at the very end. But this defense has been really good. The offense, however, and I don't think it's Mac Jones' fault. It's been mostly the play calling. I think most Patriots fans around here can agree. The play calling has been awful, and a usually great play caller in Josh McDaniels seemed to have lost it these last few years. I don't really know what's happened, but ever since Brady left, the play calling has been awful. So I think Josh McDaniels might be on his way out if Belichick wants to do that. But we have the weapons on. Well, we don't quite have the weapons on offense, but Jacoby Myers has looked great. Kendrick Bourne has looked great when he's gotten the ball, which hasn't been much. And our tight ends have been a little shaky so far. Our run game's been great, but yeah, the play calling has been bad, and that's the reason why I think there's a bottom 10 offense in the league, and the reason why they're 1 and 2.
Is Mac Jones legit?
Put points up. What?
Mac Jones legit or no?
I mean, he showed his weaknesses, I think, against the Saints. But in the first 2 games, I was very impressed. But in the third game, it's fine. It's a rookie game because they finally let him take more shots downfield, and a few of those were picked off. And also,
every rookie's gonna have that.
And his second interception was a drop from Jonnu Smith that deflected into Malcolm Jenkins' hand, went to a pick 6. You can't blame everything on Mac Jones here. I think he's doing pretty good for a rookie so far. And also, side note, all the rookies and quarterbacks have been doing bad so far, except for Trey Lance, but we haven't really got a big sample size from him.
Facts. 4th and 4, 2 seconds left in the half. Trey Lance giving the Wildcat. What a block by Williams of Trent, though, on that play.
That was a great block.
Shout out cringy. All right. My, next takeaway. Chargers are going to win the AFC West. Guess who also predicted this? You're looking at him. I mean, come on. Give it to me. Chargers beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. So, yeah, shout out the Chargers. And, I mean, it really was a great game we saw on Sunday. Went down to the wire. The Chargers missed the extra point. I was like, oh, God, they left way too much time for Patrick Mahomes. But they won the game. Herbert showed why he's going to be the MVP. And Chargers showed why they're going to win the AFC West.
Honestly, I thought that take was blasphemous. Looking at the Chiefs, they're 1 and 2 right now. They're in last in the AFC West. When this AFC West has looked really good so far. I mean, who would have thought?
Oh my gosh, they are. Raiders and Broncos.
The Broncos would be 3-0.
Wow.
Who thought the Chargers would be 2-1, beating the Chiefs? I mean, this AFC West has been crazy so far. I think it will kind of settle down soon to what we thought it would be. But I mean, so far it's been nuts.
Yeah, it's like the NFC West right now. I mean, I think what if we see all 4 teams from the NFC and AFC West? Shout out the West, baby.
The West is ruining football right now.
Hey, it's that West Coast offense. Don't play with us.
Oh God. Well, whereas the East are doing terrible.
Yeah, so that is very interesting. That would be really fun to see. There's still teams from the East like the Browns, the Packers. We finished our takeaways here, but just talking about that Niners Packers game last night. What a game. But Packers indeed won it. They left too much time for Aaron Rodgers, and I like my pick of them winning the Super Bowl.
Not even though. I mean, they scored 37 seconds left, and there's no timeouts. I mean, who would have thought they would get two big plays and be able to spike the ball? But it's enough for A-Rod.
Adams is so good.
Adams is so good, bro.
And Rodgers and Adams, I mean, it's the last dance. They're both going to be gone next year probably. So or at least free agents, it's the last dance for them, and they're just doing it together one last time.
Yeah, Adams gonna be a Niner next year.
That would be cool. There's rumors, of Rodgers literally going up to Jordan Love and saying, you know what, man, this is my last year. The reins are yours next year. It's the last dance for me. So this is everything for Rodgers. And, it's often we see the last dance when it ends so well like that it starts bad, with a loss like that in New Orleans or really in Jacksonville a bit. Yeah.
Facts.
We will see.
Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of, I hate to bring up the Patriots all the time, but that reminds me of that year that the Patriots got blown out by the Chiefs in week 1 and ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. This could be like that.
Could be. I could see that.
All right.
Boys, MLB is ending in 6 days. I mean, whether you like it or not, it's getting good. I mean, the Giants got 100 wins. Shout out to them. Wow, no claps from Oliver. There we go. Giants got 100 wins a few days ago on Friday, I believe. So shout out to them for that. Big time. Pitching's finally looking better. Gosman had one of his best starts in a while. So that's big. The Giants are 102-54. The Dodgers are 156. So with about 6 games left for both teams, the Giants are in control. So now the San Francisco Giants, ladies and gentlemen, are about to head to Arizona to face the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Thank God, bro.
Yeah, sorry, stand corrected. It's at home versus the Diamondbacks, but yeah. And then we end it with the Padres. So, Oliver, do you think the Giants will hold this lead?
Well, I think about if the Giants win just 4 of their 6 next games, the Dodgers would have to win all 6 of the next 6 games to tie the division. And I don't think they're going to do that because they have the Padres and the Brewers. But although the Brewers have nothing to play for because they already locked up the division, so they might rest players. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. But I think the Giants got it. I mean, with 6 games left, 2-game lead, unless they collapse and we can afford to lose 1 against the Diamondbacks and 1 against the Padres, or 2. I don't know, but I think we should get this sweep against the Diamondbacks. Very doable sweep, and then we can even lose 2 out of 3 against the Padres. It won't really matter. But we got
the San Diego Padres, the collapse of the century. They officially fell out. There's 500 right now, like 6 games left, so they're done. It's really in the NL. It's really between LA, St. Louis. It's not even between. It's pretty much locked. LA and St. Louis.
Yeah, I mean, Padres are 500 and they still have a series against the Giants and Dodgers left. So yeah, they're gonna finish below 500. It's funny.
Cincinnati's 5.5 back from St. Louis. So
yeah, St. Louis has locked it up pretty much. And
then the AL is way more close. It's still very close between Oakland, Seattle, Toronto, Boston, and New York. So that's gonna be very fun to watch.
It's gonna be a really fun week of baseball all around. So I'm excited for this.
In our next episode, we will have our MLB predictions.
Facts. Playoff predictions coming next episode. Go ahead.
Get juiced.
Come on.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Next week, before we end it here, the week of the year in college football, by the way, on Saturday. Facts. We got
games.
Last week was just a mid-tier slate. The best game was Notre Dame, Wisconsin. ND won it. So shout out to them. But next week, Oliver, we got ND Cincy, Arkansas versus Georgia, and Alabama versus Ole Miss. And tell me real quick who you like in all 3 of those games.
All right. For the first game, although Arkansas has looked really good so far, and they came in and beat Texas, they beat A&M, but I still do like Georgia here because I think Georgia is maybe the best team in college football. Next, Alabama, Ole Miss. Again, Ole Miss has really impressed me, but I just can't pick them over Alabama. So I'm going Alabama. And then Notre Dame. I'm going to go Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cincinnati, everyone's saying, can a group
Cincinnati,
of five team get in?
yeah, people are saying that if they go undefeated, will they make the playoffs?
I
But
think they
I
could.
think that it ends here in the hands of
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
They have looked good, but ND's finally looking fine after that great win versus Wisconsin, even though they are slightly overrated. And Oregon, Stanford at Stanford. See if number 3 team in the country looks like a number 3 team in the country in our local area.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to that game. Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be a huge test for Stanford. Obviously, I have Oregon winning, but I mean, Stanford didn't look that bad against UCLA, and they beat USC, so we'll see.
Yeah, so stay tuned. College football, MLB, NFL. It's all getting good. Ladies and gentlemen, we have it all here on CS Sports Talk. Stay humble, stay hyped, stay hungry, and we will see you on episode 35.
Facts. Follow TikTok
Facts.
at CS Sports Talk. Peace.